Hello, welcome to day 2. So you got your watercolor paper from yesterday and the stencil that you got from me. So first you're going to flip your watercolor painting over and put your stencil on top of it and trace with the stencil. Now you're going to cut out your skull shape with scissors. And you don't have to cut out the holes for the eye holes, okay? I know it looks like I cut mine out, but you don't have to. So now you're going to go to the construction paper tower and grab 2 background colors for your skull. Now, you're going to want to choose one to be the back background and the front background. So I'm going to choose my purple to be my front background. And I'm going to move the back background away. I'm going to grab a pencil. And I'm going to trace a bubble line around my skull. The bubble line isn't an outline, but it's like I'm drawing a bubble around it. Bubble line. Okay. Now I could cut these with regular scissors, but I'm going to choose to use texture scissors that you can get in the Collage Center. And I am going to cut the line in a texture. Now I'm going to glue the skull onto my first textured background layer. I use a messy mat just because I don't want to get glue all over the place. Oh yeah! I love this. So now I'm ready to decorate her face. So I grabbed some scrap paper so I can put flowers around her eyes, and I grabbed the stencils that we have in the front of the room. So what you want to do is use the eye stencil and trace the eye. And then I'm going to draw the flower around it, but I'm going to leave some space. Now I'm going to cut out this flower. And with the black Crayola marker, I'm going to color in the eye hole. And that is going to go right over the eye. Now I'm going to do that again so I can make another eye. Now I'm going to glue my 2 eyes to my sugar skull. Now for the mouth, I'm going to do the same thing. Trace a mouth stencil. And then make the shape I want around it. In this case, I'm going to make some lips. And now I cut out the whole shape. And color it in. For the nose, I'm going to do the same thing. Trace the nose stencil. I think I'll cut with the texture scissors a little more. And then I color the nose. Now to get this from this to this, I used the hole puncher to get shapes for the eyes and the cheeks. And then I used the black marker to make dots all around the flower and all around the nose and the lips. And I cut out construction paper and added more lines. This is a dashed line. And that's what I did to get it really crazy. So let's watch me do that with this and fast forward. And that completes day 2 of working on our sugar skulls. See you next time. I want to show you how to turn your scraps into scraps for the bin, okay? So you don't want to just throw this into the scrap bin. You want to square it out and turn it into just squares. And once it's turned into squares, then this can go in the scrap bin, and this can go in the garbage. So let's see, how can I turn this into a square? I would cut off the triangle and cut it like that. And now it's a square and it's ready for the scrap bin. Let's see, this one I can't really cut into squares, so I'm just gonna put it in the scrap bin. This one, I see a square right here. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be a lot of space for someone to grab the hole puncher and make more hole punches out of it. How would I turn this into a square? I would cut it just like that. And this goes in the garbage. This is a square, this is garbage. This is, well, I might as well cut this off. Square enough. And now this can go back into the scrap paper, organized by color. Thank you. And you definitely don't want to just put this in the scrap paper bin. You have to think, can I cut a hole punch out of what I put in this bin? So all this crumpled paper just becomes garbage after you crumple it. The only thing that should be in the scrap paper bin is squares of paper. Okay, thanks.